Ladies and gentlemen, Emilee and Nik are so grateful that you are all here to share this day with them, but they would also respectfully request that you put away all your cellular devices, silence them, put them away so you can be present with them and not be distracted by technology. Congratulations.
Thank you. So fast. Yeah.
I just heard thunder, so I might speak a little faster than usual.
Wow. No, that's from Alex. Yeah, okay. Left over. We have too much fun. It's not even here.
All rise. Who escorts this bride and supports this wedding?
I do.
Take your place. Okay, so I heard thunder, and so I'm going to let you guys call it. If it starts raining, I'm going to keep on going until you say, we need to move this inside.
Okay.
Okay?
Okay.
All right. Please be seated. Welcome. We are gathered here to witness and celebrate the marriage of Emilee Clara Upton and Nicholas Eli Dimitri. Emilee and Nik. As almost everyone here who is married can tell you, much of today will be a blur. There are so many moving parts: family, friends, toasting, dancing, and well-wishing. So for the few minutes that you are up here with me, I would like you to be present, focus on each other, and focus on what we are here to do. Shortly you shall say a few words that will take you across the threshold of life, and things between you will never quite be the same. After today, you will say to the world, this is my husband, and this is my wife. The marriage ceremony is one of transition. The groom up here with me and the bride walking down the aisle represent two separate lives coming together. Here on this spot, you two will demonstrate your love and commitment to each other with vows, the exchange of rings, and a kiss. You will walk away from me together, symbolizing the journey the two of you will be taking as one. I just want to catch everybody up. This love story started as all the classic ones do at Virginia Tech.
Go Hokies. Except for last night.
I'm glad you said it and I didn't have to. It was their senior year in 2015. Emilee was starting a new job to become a student building manager at Tech's Student Center. Nik was supposed to train her. Instead, they flirted and talked the entire 5-hour shift. They never looked back. Things moved rapidly for Emilee and Nik. After initially meeting, they connected with each other out at Tots, the local bar in Blacksburg, with their roommates, aka the bridal party, and they started dating. They officially became a couple on a trip to Nag's Head over that Thanksgiving break. In the last 7 years, they have both graduated with bachelor degrees, congratulations, moved in together, got a cat named Ava, supported each other through grad school, job changes, and planning a wedding, and here we are, on to the next big step. You have known each other from the first glance of acquaintance to this point of commitment. At some point, you decided to marry. From that moment of yes to this moment of yes, you've been making commitments in an informal way. All of those conversations that began in a car, or over a meal, or sitting on the couch, all those conversations that began with, when we're married, and continued with, I will, and you will, and we will. All those late night talks that included someday, and somehow, and maybe. All these things and more are the real process of a wedding. The vows that you are about to make are a way of saying to each other, you know all those things that we promised and hoped and dreamed? Well, I meant it all. Every word. Marriage is a promise between two people who love each other, who trust in that love, who honor one another as individuals in that togetherness, and who wish to spend the rest of their lives together. We have all heard people say that marriage is a lot of work. I believe this gives the wrong impression. Marriage takes a lot of attention. You need to pay attention to what happens to your spouse and how it makes them feel. Pay attention to their day, what happens at work, what happens with their friends and family. You are both going to grow and change, and it is by paying attention to the other is how you grow and change together instead of apart. Everyone gathered here wants you to be happy together, to share all the things that the future holds. We want you to be each other's love, best friend, biggest fan, and strongest support, to help each other when you stumble and cheer for each other when you soar. Be loving, be kind, be compassionate, be forgiving, and be grateful, and make each other's wishes come true. I will often ask couples to share some things that they love about each other with us. Nik loves that Emilee sticks her tongue out when she is concentrating, specifically when she is wrapping Christmas presents, because she knows he's not good at that. This is actually the moment when Nik realized he wanted to marry her. He loves how much Emilee appreciates food and is always willing to try new things, except for when she puts a pineapple on pizza. Nik loves how supportive Emilee is for whatever major or minor life changes Nik decides to try and make next. And there have been many. Emilee loves how caring Nik is. He is always willing to lend a helping hand even to a stranger. She loves his passion, whether it's about school, work, video games, and when he thinks he's right but is wrong. Emilee loves how great a dancer Nik is, because that was a major quality she was looking for. According to Emilee, Nik can keep up on the dance floor, for the most part. Emilee and Nik would like to share some thoughts and feelings they had with each other and all of us. Nik, please read what you have prepared.
Webster defines. I'm just kidding. Just kidding. Dear Emilee, I literally started writing these vows around 2 months ago. And I'm still changing. Why is it so hard?
Got it.
And I'm still changing these the week before the wedding. Well, today's the big day. I still don't even know where to begin, but here we go. We've been together for what feels like a lifetime. Over the course of that chapter, we have had many peaks and valleys that put our
You got it. Take a breath.
relationship to the test. As we
It's okay. Take a breath, babe. You got it. He
As
loves
we-
me so much, you guys. That's what it is.
Would you like me to read this for you?
No, I'm good. I got
Okay.
it.
You got it.
As we
Okay.
begin this new chapter, I begin to reflect on the last 6, almost 7 years. You've been the most supportive person in my life. You've watched me falter over and over again, and you never gave up on me. So thank you for always supporting and loving me unconditionally, when I know I haven't always made that easy for you. You challenge me to become a better version of myself, and I cannot wait to grow old with you and watch how our lives unfold. I vow to continue listening to you, even though I will always want to give a solution. I vow to love you every day of our lives, even when we are both being, well, you know. I vow to go on adventures with you every day. I vow to grow together through the good times and bad. And most importantly, I vow to not secretly watch episodes of a Netflix series we started together without you. Or at least pretend it's the first time that I've watched it. I love you, Emilee Upton, and cannot wait to call you my wife.
Thank you.
Nik, I used to think when people said they were marrying their best friend, it was super cheesy. And then I met you. I knew from the start that we had a great connection, even when you didn't see it at first. You truly are my best friend. You are the first person that I want to tell news to, good and bad. I am excited to come home to you every single day. I am grateful to go to bed by your side every night and wake up to you every morning, and then sometimes go back to sleep. You are my favorite dance and cooking partner. I love that we can talk about anything and everything, even the difficult topics. I am grateful for all the good times and memories we shared over the past almost 7 years, but I truly knew I was ready to marry you when you were my rock and support through the tough times, and I want to be that for you. I vow to be your shoulder to lean on, ear to vent to, and rock when you need grounding. I vow to always let you know just how much I love you, even when that means telling you at the end of every phone conversation, no matter the length. I vow to tell you I love you good night every single night, even when that means I have to wake you up to tell you that. I vow to be honest with you, even when it hurts, and to be loyal to you always. I vow to always support you, even when I might not agree. I vow to openly communicate with you and give space when it's needed. I vow to be your partner through thick and thin. When you can only give 20%, I will be there to pick up 80%. We are a team. I vow to be your wife, best friend, support, and dance partner now and forever. I am so excited to be marrying you. I love you.
Thank you. Today we witness the beginning of a new tradition for Emilee and Nik. Within this box, they will place heartfelt letters to one another and a bottle of wine. This capsule of love will be opened after a year in celebration of their first wedding anniversary. The couple will continue this tradition for milestones of their relationship. You want to put that in the box?
Oh, yes. You have yours too.
Yeah.
No, you have it.
Yes.
That's it. Oh no. We rehearsed this, I promise.
Not this part. May this tradition be carried on for the rest of your lives. May we have the rings.
Nice.
Symbols change meaning. A wedding ring used to symbolize possession. Now it symbolizes choice. The choice to live, love, and be committed to one another. Nik, please repeat after me before placing the ring on Emilee's finger. I, Nicholas Dimitri,
I, Nicholas Dimitri,
take you, Emilee Upton,
take you, Emilee Upton,
to be my wife.
to be my wife.
I give you my hand and my heart.
I give you my hand and my heart.
I will love you,
I will love you,
cherish you, and respect you.
and respect you.
I will be by your side
I will be by your side
in sickness and health.
in sickness and health.
Through successes and failures,
Through successes and failures,
I will be constant in my love for you.
and I will be constant in my love for you.
From this day forward,
From this day forward,
you will not walk alone.
you will not walk alone.
My heart will be your shelter,
My heart will be your shelter,
and my arms will be your home.
my arms will be your home.
Place the ring on her finger. Emilee, please repeat after me. I, Emilee Upton,
I, Emilee Upton,
take you, Nicholas Dimitri,
take you, Nicholas Dimitri,
to be my husband.
to be my husband.
I give you my hand and my heart.
I give you my hand and my heart.
I will love you,
I will love you,
cherish you,
cherish you,
and respect you.
and respect you.
I will be by your side
I will be by your side
in sickness and health.
in sickness and in health.
Through successes and failures,
Through successes and failures,
I will be constant in my love for you.
I will be constant in my love for you.
From this day forward,
From this day forward,
you will not walk alone.
you will not walk alone.
My heart will be your shelter,
My heart will be your shelter,
and my arms will be your home.
and my arms will be your home.
Place the ring on his finger. Please take each other's hands. Justice Anthony Kennedy wrote, "No union is more profound than marriage, for it embodies the highest ideals of love, fidelity, devotion, sacrifice, and family. In forming a marital union, two people become something greater than they once were. It has been said that when you hold hands, your heartbeats synchronize, and I think that is a perfect metaphor for what is happening right now. Two lives, two heartbeats becoming one. Find time every day to hold hands, to center, to synchronize, and to connect." It is time to close this ceremony and start the celebration. We have witnessed your vows and the exchange of rings. By the power vested in me by the Commonwealth of Virginia, I now pronounce you husband and wife, and we would all love to witness your first married kiss. Ladies and gentlemen, may I present Mr. and Mrs. Dimitri.
2, 3. Very stressful.
What do you mean very stressful? Borax is on.
Yeah, I know, for real. Why am I sweating so much?
Okay, do you want to go potty?
Look around where
If you fall back, then I go too.
see my love shine like the stars. Take a breath where you stand. I'm forever here to hold your hand. Oh, oh,
Lopsided. Why are we so bothering?
I don't know.
I don't know. I mean, you guys have pissed around us before.
That's it, yeah. This is the fun part.
I like so much more relaxed now. Like after the ceremony. Actually, it's kind of good because you can feel relaxed.
Yeah, if you have an audience. Oh, perfect. Anytime you feel cold, it's really
That was my last.
So that should help. Ooh, that's sexy. Ready? Yep, ready. Oh, yeah.
It's time to introduce our wedding party!
it's hard to yell when the bell wells in your mouth.
First we have the exclusive Alex Cruz
Coming live from the VIP, early night, light on flight for that limo. Tickets to St. Louis, my Limo. Yeah, Cruz, he got 3 that other one got here. Shout out to that out. He got a lot of beer.
Now it's going to be time for Emilee's bridesmaids!
song and listen closely to what I say. And if you do this, it'll happen some sunny day. Oh, take your time, don't let too fast. Troubles will come, and they will pass. You'll find the warm, and you'll find love. And don't forget that there is a song. Listen, yes, make some noise for Nik and his mother!
Everyone. For those that I haven't had a chance to meet, my name is also Emily. This is Lauren. Tonight we're sharing the maid of honor duty. We wanted to first thank Emilee's mother, Wanda, as well as Nik's parents, Lynette and Ken, for without their love and support, we wouldn't be here today for celebrating this special couple. Years ago, I received my freshman year random assignment. It said, Emilee Ogden. My first thought was, of course her name is Emilee. However, over the next year, Lauren, Emilee, and I all quickly became friends, rooming together for the next 3 years while at Virginia Tech. During that time, we shared countless memories, from cheering on the Hokies to creating many different Halloween costumes. Basically, the three of us have 10 years of memories. So I hope your drinks are full. This is going to be a long one. Just kidding. I'm only going to talk about a few. But seriously, throughout the creation of all these memories, Emilee's outgoing and vibrant personality has been at the center of them all. Something that I've seen shine through and grow throughout her relationship with Nik. As some of you know, I've always had a love for animals. One year at Virginia Tech, I decided to let a stray cat into our apartment in an effort to find him a home. Little did we know that that cat had an unwelcome surprise in store. During his short stay with us, he snuck into Emilee's room and spread his fleas. They all loved Emilee. We spent weeks, even months, trying to get rid of those fleas. However, despite the flea debacle, Emilee didn't hate me. Well, maybe a little, but she quickly forgave me. And in fact, she adopted Ava. She still supported me in my pursuit of becoming a veterinarian, which would mean many more animals in our future. And this support is something that I've always valued, and something I know Nik has always valued and been able to depend on as he continues to pursue his dreams. So since graduating from Virginia Tech, and as we get older, it's become clear that you have to be purposeful about your relationships that matter to you. All three of us have changed in many different ways. We no longer live in the same city. We've developed separate careers and have all formed new friendships. However, despite these changes, we all look forward to monthly calls and our annual beach trip. It allows the three of us to catch up, create new memories, and keep our friendship growing strong. I know as the years go on, our bond will continue to grow. Woo! It's easier just standing here watching her do it, but I'll go now. Hey everybody, my name is Lauren, co-maid of honor with the other Emilee. As I just said, I am not a public speaker. But I keep finding myself up here at weddings in front of a room full of people, talking about those that I love. In the past 3 years, I'll have done 4 of these, and I'm officially retiring from this gig. All jokes aside, I seriously wouldn't want it any other way. We are both so honored to be up here today to speak about our best friends and this beautiful couple. Since I have 2 prominent Emelees in my life, you might hear me call this Emilee Double E as a nickname to keep the 2 Emelees apart, although a lot of the time I would just face the person I was speaking to and say, Emilee, in the right direction, and hope they would respond. As you heard earlier, our story with Double E started at Virginia Tech. She and I had a bit of a different start. We were uncertain of each other at first and didn't know if we could be or would be friends. But it wasn't long before we decided to make an intentional effort to stop putting focus on our differences and just let things grow naturally. And they really did. I started spotting her in some of my classes, biology, psych, here and there, and decided, well, we might as well sit together. And because of how quickly you need to secure apartment housing in a college town once you're out of the dorms, we all rushed to sign our first apartment lease in Hunters Ridge. And that was the start of us being roommates for undergrad, the rest of undergrad, graduating together and forming so many irreplaceable memories in between. And now I'm so lucky you're a part of my life for the long haul and one of my best friends. Living with Double E for 3 years, we picked up on some of her quirks and habits, like her love for purple and zebras, her uncanny ability to bang her body into cabinets and doors from the other side of the room screaming, ow, ow, and her elite sandwich making ability. She always had the best spread of sandwiches, pasta salad, and iced tea. Emilee and I remember when Double E met Nik at work, and we started to hear him a little around the apartment. Soon after that, we were invited to meet up at Todd's bar in downtown Blacksburg with Nik and Jake, Nik's best man. While we were all talking, I remember getting into it with Jake about him having lived in Rome. In typical Lauren fashion, I kept saying, no you didn't, no you didn't live there, no you didn't. At which point he took out his ID to prove it to me. As the night went on, I then accidentally outed to Nik that Emilee really liked him and had been talking about him, and Emilee was like, be cool. You're not supposed to say that. Luckily for me, I found out that Nik gets drunk off 2 beers, so that took care of it. Because this Emilee and I knew each other in high school, we could have easily decided to do roommates together and not met Double E. But it was the best decision we ever made. I'm so glad that we didn't, because opting for random roommates 10 years ago led us to meet you. And we didn't know it at the time, but the universe had something planned, and they wanted us all to find each other. And we're just all so grateful that we have this friendship and bond. Nik. We welcomed Spencer in last year. Now we're eager and happy to officially welcome you to our friend family. As Nik would say, mic drop. Cheers to the bride and groom.
Yes, I lived in Rome. Apparently that's not common knowledge, but here we are. My opening disclaimer for this speech is that Nik actually was my best man at my wedding just over a year ago, and this man was in tatters. Much in the same way, he was not okay during his wedding today. After he gave his speech, my sister walked up to me and said, that boy ran straight to the bathroom. And I think he was sick before he had to give his speech.
It's true.
So, in the interest of full disclosure, this is going to be very emotional for me. I'm going to try to hold myself together, and we'll see how it goes. I've known Nik for more than half my life, which is a huge deal. My dad was in the Navy. We moved around constantly. So picking up and moving every few years was difficult. But when we landed in Chesapeake, Virginia, Ken Dimitri decided he wanted me on the soccer team that he was coaching for some reason. Still trying to figure that one out. So from 8th grade throughout high school, I knew Nik. We went to rival high schools, but we had a lot of similar interests. We were both in marching band. We were always around each other, but the friendship didn't really take off until one day, senior year, he said, well, I just committed to Virginia Tech. And I said, that's crazy. So did I. And we're like, okay, that's awesome, because now we're not as scared. We're gonna know somebody at school. This is awesome. And he asked me, are you gonna try out for the Marching Virginians, the marching band at Tech? And I said, I think I'm over it. And over a few more iterations of that conversation, he said, no, I really think you should try. We should rehearse together, we should try out together, let's do it. And he convinced me, so we did. Very short notice. So we ended up going, Nick was the manager, I made the trumpet section. And it's like, all right, we're in band together. And I remember one of the first events we had was at Lane Stadium. And there was a girl that I had seen that was also a manager. And I told Nick, hey, you have to introduce me to that girl. Well, that girl is now my wife, Lexi. So at the bare minimum, Nick has that going for him. All else aside. Not just being in the band together, we rushed the same fraternity together. By the time junior year rolled around, it was a no-brainer. We signed a lease together. We lived together for 2 years. So it's just all these steps. And not just that, as you may have heard earlier, I lived in Rome. Not exactly easy to get to, so I couldn't see my folks every break. So what happened was that Ken and Lynette took me in. 0 issue. He said, yeah, we get it. You can't make it over there. You'll stay with us. And over time, I got to know Nick's parents. I got to know his sisters. And over time, they felt like my sisters. Ken and Lynette felt like my second set of parents. I found a new family. And I'll never forget that. Heck, I think there was even a time or two where Nick stuck around in Blacksburg, but I showed up. It's spring break. What's going on? I was like, yeah, I'll stay with you, whatever. It's fine. Yeah. We'll figure it out. And that's kind of the theme of this speech. Everyone is given a family, but I think there's always an opportunity to find one as well. We all have our families. That's all well and good. But we can always find our people. I'm so happy that you have found each other. Because Nick, you are one goofy son of a gun. This man will second guess himself to no end. Hey Nick, what do you want to do after college? I think I'm going to do this, I'm going to do that. Actually, I'm going to change my major. We're going to go into this. Okay. All right, I believe you. But I'll never forget the day that Nick brought Emilee to our awful apartment. I was sitting down on the couch playing video games, and like I always do, I chirped at everybody. So Nick introduces Emilee, and I just fire a joke at her. And I'm just, you're off to the side, I'm doing my thing. She fires one right back at me. And I'm like, oh! We got a live one. All right, we're good. All right, you're in. And the more I got to know Emilee, the more I realized, like, this is exactly what Nick needs. She is grounding. She knows what she wants. She's fierce. She scares me. And in that exact moment, I knew that Nick, this guy that I had known for so long, this person that I literally call my brother, not because we rushed the same fraternity, not because we went to the same school, but because we've been so much together, trials and tribulations. I literally call this man my brother because our families are that intermingled. You can't see the resemblance? I always knew I wanted my brother to have someone that would have his back. And I knew from the moment I met you, Emilee, that you were that. Take good care of him. Everyone's got a drink, I hope. To the bride and groom. To the family we have and the family we found. Salud!
Sorry,
Follow that.
Once again, hello to the back of the bus. I'll introduce myself. My name is Jeff. I'm Matthew's older brother.
Only brother.
Only brother. Also older. They said, hey, somebody needs to do the thank you speech. Or something. I'm going with or something. Have fun. Emilee and Nik, as has been said numerous times, like there is a balance. We gotta find each other. I want to thank everyone here for joining us for their special day. We're glad that everybody was able to make it to the city, to the state, up the hill, on the bus. There's a deadline. We will be back on the bus. Please. That said, the over-under on crying and giggles was met. We definitely hit the over. You guys are true to yourselves and what we all expected. It was a beautiful ceremony, a beautiful venue, beautiful guests. So thank you for finding each other. Thank you for whatever life you're about to put together. Thank all of you for coming to help us celebrate with them. And with that.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, the dance floor is officially open.
All right, big smiles. What's the hope? Wait, let's go. Hockey. Let's go. Hockey. Let's go.
flick it down with the tool in his pants. Yeah, I'm a ladies, let me see it vibrate. And when you walk, 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 get it now. Yeah, yeah, 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 get it now. Cause I really holy, I'm carrying the temple with a beat. I'm holding the lyrical pencil. It might go miss you, then I kiss you. Take a damn nap. Baby, walk away, baby, walk away. Baby, walk away, baby, walk away, baby, walk away. Walk away, baby, walk away, baby, walk away. Baby, walk away, baby, walk away, baby, walk away.
You gotta get it. You gotta get it. Oh God, no.
I know, Justin. What the heck? Beautifully done.
You got it, Justin.
We don't eat cake. I'm just saying. Hold on, dude. You got it. Got it. You're on it.
Okay.
Wes, they have also, if it changes your mind, they also have reasons and
Where do you find that?
I feel like five.
Like talking to his aunt, like dancing, and I was like, Nick, your wife would like it. And his aunt was like, well, his aunt wants him. And I was like, his wife wants him more, and I'm scared of her, so I don't give a shit.
Emily, burn
That's
it.
hot.
Hey, whoa, flop there. Flop that's hot.
No kiss, no lips, no feel, no rush can keep